Okay. Evening everyone to tier 2. Title's not been changed, but it's alright. Tier 2 season 9. This will be my first time commentating this season. I wasn't here last week because I was doing some stuff, but we are here today. We're on COTA today. don't know really what the strat is. I believe some people are pointing two stops. If a safety car doesn't want to happen, some people are doing two stops. I think one stop is possible here. I'm not quite sure. I did do a race here last week, but it rained at the end, so I'm not entirely sure if this is a two stop or one stop. But we'll find out very soon. We got a few reserves. I think we got in. Hato has dropped or has been dropped by Red Bull, and now he's a full-time Tier 2 reserve. J-Man's reserving up from Tier 3. Who else is reserving? I think X Knights is also reserving. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, let's jump over to the game. And because it's qualifying, I'll turn telemetry on for qualifying, but then it's getting turned off for race. So unfortunately I wasn't able to get a lap for the pre-race stuff, so that went out the window. Looks like Haas is coming out on track. I dare say that is Jetman first one out onto the track. Just sit on board with him as he'll be the first one out. We got Aston following behind. Could be Rumsey, could be Donut, not quite sure. Have a look. This is Donut, and then two Saubers are coming out in line. Toe in this game not as strong as last game. Can't really follow closely on qualifying like we could in F1 24 to get that huge slipstream. Let's see how we go though. COTA, a very interesting track, I would say myself. A lot of elevation change, and a lot of technical corners in sector 3. Everyone is starting to file out right about now. Now, one thing to note, so tire allocations, I'm gonna assume everyone has chosen the harder compound or harder allocation set. Medium's not really the greatest idea around this track, if I do say so myself, as Jetman coming to start his lap. His teammate in the other half is flying out of the pit lane. And into turn 1 we go. Keeps in about third gear, but he drops it to second on the apex. Burns all the way down to about 60% before he starts hitting the S's. Now it flies through this nice flowing section. That section a little bit copied from Japan, if I do say so myself. But onto the back straight. Got Roadster behind Jetman. Oh, just drifting the car behind them, trying to get some temp into the tires. Overtake put on a little bit late. Doesn't really matter though. Hits the apex nicely at the end of the straight, purple sector 2, but he is the first one on track. Donut is going to come across the line. Does he keep it? No, Donut's taking the purple sector 2. That man also had a little slide coming out of, I don't know what that one is, but I figured out he's used all of his deployment already, and he's 3 corners away from the line, so that he's probably gonna have to change the ERS up fast across the line. into the 34s, 0.3. Donut now to the line. Has a bit more deployment to spare. 33.5 for him. Go across the line. 33.1 for him as well. So the time is coming down. His teammate across the line goes into P2. So it's Sauber 1-2 at the moment. That Chill Pill across the line? Yes, it is. 32.8 for Chill Pill. He sits on top now. Limitless hasn't validated, so he won't improve. One RB's next across the line. But they'll be starting that up. Is it Knights? Yeah, so Knights is next. Through the final corner, a bit of sideways action as well. Across the line, it sits in P6 for 5.52. Junkyard across the line as well at the same time. Jump onto the Battle Cat, as he'll be the last one across the line. Go for the times very shortly. Ghost Rider goes up to P8 now. Battle Cat into P5. 33.8 now is a benchmark for some of these drivers to hit. That's 32.8 though from Chill Pill. 3/10 clear of the Sauber of Goga. Quite impressive. I think that's a big carb just parking it. So that was Halo just there. He went into P7. Rose into the pit lane, so he's invalidated. Zilla is on a fly at the moment. Purple sector 2. V-Cub's going strong at the moment. The benchmark for some of these drivers will be to get that pole position, but the ones that don't think they can go, they'll be aiming a little bit lower. Across the line, Zilla goes 32.7 for Zilla. Now this will be an interesting fight if it stays relatively close to this. So Limitless is just sub, but J-Cash Mash, who is set to be tier 1 pace. He's kept the seat in tier 2. Coming across the line though, 33.2 puts the P5 behind both the Saubers. But we jump on with Limitless, who's got Purple Sector 1 and got tiny bit pole off that Red Bull of Darkened. I think that's Darkened, or is that Chill Pill? That was Darkened. We come to the end of Limitless's lap, using all the track to his advantage. 33.333 for the Mercedes. Sits in the P6 just behind J-Cash. And Chapo did another lap, but I don't believe he improved, or he might invalidate it. We'll jump to Dark End, who's another Red Bull. So we had to get times from 4 drivers. 10 minutes left of the session, so you'll start see people coming up for the second runs. Again, getting a little drifting action onto the back straight. Also, Mercedes gone slow. Is that Limitless? It is Limitless. Not sure what he's doing, because he's been there for a while. Purple Sector 2 for Darkened Shadows. So he'll be looking towards the top of the table near his teammate. Currently aiming for 32.7 as the fastest time. Still has a lot of deployment using all of the deployment through the fight. I believe that's the triple right. I'm not quite sure. As here comes Dark End to the line. Was able to do 32.6 for the Red Bull driver. That's the Red Bull 1 and 3. Now it's up to Zilla to make it a chill pull up. It's up to 5. My brain is going haywire. It's up to chill pull to make a Red Bull 1 2. Who is on the lap? Let you cook, indeed, Timmy. Let you cook. I think Darken isn't Darken a reserve today? I'm not quite sure. I think Darken's reserving. Pretty good reserve as Broadster to the line, 32.4 for Broadster in the half. As Drop Bear across the line, 33.7 for him. That's in the P12. That's that times from everyone on track right about now. Let's go to a Sauber. It's Gogo coming to the line, stars lap. Yeah, Gemman's in tier 2, Drillbot. He's reserving up from tier 3. Because the team needed a driver. So that's Dark and pitting in. Knights will be the first one to cross the line. Bit of sideways action from the Alpine, 5/10 improvement. This into P18 in front of Junkyard. As Rumsey, one of the other quicker tier 2 drivers to the line, it was 6/10 sub. How much has it improved again? 8/10 sits in the P6. As I don't even know how to say that name. I'm just gonna call him Dust. Dust into P5. Zilla is starting to lap. I believe Scotty is going again. Teammates into pillar. I might need to turn car sound down. Gogo, I believe, back out of his lap. Yeah, he's coming back into the pit lane. You'll see a bunch of drivers into pit lane around now. Oh, that's a walkout. You'll see a bunch of drivers into pit lane about now. Get ready for the final runs. Rumsey's done his lap. Williams behind of Ghost Rider, and then there's Fry. Is that Fry in a lap though? Probably not. And Eat the Dust is letting people buy it. So is this Zilla first or Hado? Hado first. Alright, Ghost Rider has backed out as well, so we'll jump to Hado. He's currently going for the triple right. So Zilla, I believe, had a spin and back as Hado's actually pitting, so that's out the window. Scotty's pitting. A lot of people getting very close to that pit wall, and it's get a bit nerve-wracking. J Cash on the line. He was on the lap. He's invalidated though. He's still going to continue it to see what time he could on 32.9. That would have put him in P6 or P5 if he got that lapping. I'm just going to quickly turn my audio down one. Wars donut. was going good. He got the minimum speed, but I think he's carried a bit too much on the end exit. Bit of a snap. Yeah, he's given up on this run. He will be pitting for new tires. Battle Cat will be our first lap runner for the end of qualifying. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. We're about to see people go even faster, hopefully. Anyway, Battle Cat starting his lap around now, using all that battery on squirting that overtake to turn 1. Keeps in third gear, cuts are very beautiful. Oh, last night, I'm not sure, but I think I read in chat was a 33.5 or something. Purple sector 1 for the Battle Cat at the moment. He's absolutely flying, folks. Into the hairpin. Gets a nice drive of the corner exit. 33.2, okay. I was 3/10 off. As we go into the technical section of Sector 3. He's not purple this time. So he might be running a lot higher wings than most of the other guys. Here we go. Last 2 corners. Does he invalidate? No, he keeps it within track limits. Through the final corner. Don't invalidate here. He doesn't. To the line. 33.0. Puts a P6 behind Ghost Rider. I think Limitless is next. 3/10 up. He keeps us up. He will jump the Battle Cat. Press the line. 32.5 puts the P2 just behind Roadster. Not a bad lap from the Mercedes. Knights will be next one across. He's leading a massive train of drivers at the moment. That man slower than the second than last night. I don't even think he only said he would race like 5 minutes before the lobby opened or lobby started, to be honest. Alright, Knights to the line. 34.2. He jumps another position. Now he's in front of Tier 3 winner Jetman from last night. Who will be next? I think it's Sauber actually that will be next. That's why I jumped on board at the wrong time. Got very unsettled on that curb. Why is Knights using braking for at the same time? No idea. Oh, you could ask him at the end of the race. Interesting to see the amount of different ways that people are using their overtake and or their EOS mode. Some people using hot lamp, some people deciding not to. Eat the Dust is using all of his overtake, and he's actually spun at the second last corner, spun in the wall. So that's his qualifying done. We got a Haas next. That is not Jetman. It's that Broadster who's a 10.5 down. Has he made the difference though in the second last corner to the line? Could he go faster? He does go faster by 13 thousandths. We got a RB Zilla. He's actually invalidated, so that won't count to his lap time. We'll jump to Chill Pill, who's right behind him though. Oh, a bit of tail happy on the rear. Kept it in the lines. He can't go fast though. Junkyard came across the line, he didn't improve. Dark End to the line. does the exact same lap time as Broadster. Scotty to the line, goes up to P9, a drop out to P11. Ghost Rider stays in 5th, Limitless stays in 3rd. Jetman to the line, 5/10 up, sits in the P14 now, 33.3 for the Haas, as I believe Rumsey jumped all the way up to P7. And then, I'm getting lost this. JK Mash up to 9th, AMW up to 11th, Donut up to 8th now. Go Invalide, second last corner, but he was 2/10 down, and that is your grade. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Broadster has pole, but it's telling me that Darken has the quickest lap, so I'm not sure which one's right. Like, I don't know. Well, that is your final results. Broadster will take pole with Dark End Shadows. I don't know if it's Broadster pole or Dark End, because it's the same time, so I'm not quite sure. So Broadster, Dark End will take your front row down this Limitless, Zilla, Ghost Rider, Chill Pill, Rumsey, Donut, Eat My Dust, and Cash Mash. Battle Cat will start 11th with AMW beside him, Scotty, Goga, Drop Bet or Prospect Bear, Hato, Jetman, Knights, and Junkyard will be rounding out your grid slots. Went from like 9/10s from like P18 to 1.8. So the field was only separated by about a second to P18, and then it blew out to 1.8. Now, race today is expected to be full dry from what it's said in the driving briefing. Oh, we'll see. Pole was a 32.4, Yusuf. So Broadster and Darken did the exact same time. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's Broadster pole and then Darken second. I'm pretty sure. 30.7. Dark End is a wash, true. And we'll just wait for everyone to be ready. And I think they are, so it is Broadster on pole. Darken starts alongside on 5 red lights, and it's away we go. I think Darken's probably got the better start, but I think Broadster converted better off the line. Limits has actually got a pretty good start. He's jumped up in 2 seconds for the time being. Red Bull off Chill Pill up the inside. Is 4 wide at the back already. Everyone is jostling for positions at turn 1. It's a win or lose. As there goes Broadster, already 9/10 gap out of the first sector. Someone's gone off. Battlecat's gone off. That's the yellow flag. A lot of carnage happening in the back. Wing damage to the Alpine of Prospect Bear. Broadster leads with a 9/10 gap. Well, 8/10 gap now. As Darken will try to catch that down. It's a Red Bull 2-3. Chill Pill made an excellent start. I think he started 7th. He's actually made his way up to 3rd already. As one of the Williams goes down inside. That's Ghost Rider down inside of Zilla. We will turn the tires on. So let's look at the tires. Everyone on the mediums except Knight. Already a second gap between P5 and P4, so that this train's already been broken. So we are second between P12 and 11 as well. 36.4 for the fastest. As Eat the Dust is already into pit lane. I expect for wing change as Battlecat gets past Knights into turn 1. But Darken have really closed that gap up to Broadster. We are gonna enter the back straight. DRS for the first time. And let's see what these Red Bull teammates are gonna do. Already a second and a half between P4 and P5. So top 4 have run away with this race already as Darken looking at the move. Decides against it, pulls back. There's Junkyard again past. And past Knights as Hato again passed by AMW, gets forced off track. Won't have to concede that one. I think Hato was in front before he got pushed, but he's got wing damage, so the Ferrari gets by relatively easy. As the train for the top has rejoined a Ghost Rider fastest overall, 36.1 now as Chill Pill down the inside of his teammate. This is not what you want between your two drivers for them to fight amongst each other. The Chill Pill now staying in second. As the train from 5th down has rejoined, so this is a train down to P11. Jetman just out by a second and a half. Going to the straight yet again. Can Broadster keep his lead over Chill Pill? I think Chill Pill is actually recharging his battery, so he's not pushing. As Gogo down the inside of Cash Mash. Rumsey was also looking at as well. That's has created a little gap between P8 and Zilla now. I think Zilla almost went down the inside of Donut. Give me a better camera angle, please. Yeah, so Donut's lost out to DRS as well on the front 5. So DRS split again. Now these tires will have to go to around lap 12 on the medium set to make a one-stop, or lap 11 and lap 12, I believe is the point where the one-stop becomes viable. Not quite sure. It might be a bit later. But first trying to extend that lead as much as he can into the DRS zone so he can't be overtaken. He extended it to about 7/10 to the Red Bull, who probably is overheating the tires and the engine at this point in time. As we're seeing a lot of brakes in trains. Zilla's broken off Donut after getting past him. Gogo's just got back to the back of Donut. As Jetman double overtaking AMW and Hato as Hato down the inside pushes AMW wide. Don't know if that was desync or Hato just not giving enough room because AMW did go off the track there. And Scotty all over the back of Rumsey at the moment. currently out of DRS, 1.5 seconds. He's actually got the DRS though. Oh, he'd be trying to close that gap. He's got to go for the move though. No, he's just behind that. So Rumsey can get to that detection. Now, problem with the Red Bull team at this point is your drivers are second, third, but the pit stops are going to be a bit of a problem. Can't double stack with this when you're this close to each other. And these are the softest tires, I believe, for COTA. So a 1 lap pit stop difference does make a huge amount of a pace difference. So a huge tire offset. As Chill Pill goes for the move, Broster tries to cover down the inside at the end of the straight, still side by side into the next corner. Broster's going to have the inside line, but Chill Pill's going to do over and under switch on him. Can't quite get it. He's going to do it again. Oh, he's done the Max Verstappen rule. Beat him to the apex, doesn't quite work out. Broster hangs around the outside. I really should get a track map to see what these corners are, because I'm not relatively sure. I might have to start counting them. Okay, the end of the straight is 12, I believe. As Chill Pill pass Roadster on the outside of turn 1. Roadster trying to fight back into the S's. Still is just caught within DRS of the top 5, so we've got another driver in this battle for the lead. As Roadster losing a lot of time to Chill Pill in the S's. Kato's really holding this trainer at the back up with that wing damage. Right, on to the fight for the lead. Roadster's gonna go side by side into turn 12. Chill Pill's not gonna fight it, so he gets the move done. Darkin just sitting back watching. His teammate doesn't want to force a move. J Cash, Smash, and Donut side by side through the double right, or triple right, I should say. Gets the move done into the second last corner. Now he'll be able to chase down the Sauber in front of him. But still Pill back in front of Roadster at turn 1. Kato's retired. That's out of turn 1, and that's a safety car being called. Now this is worst case scenario for Red Bull. The double stack. This is not what you want, so Starkin's gonna be hit hard with this one. I'm gonna drop down to both P6. Same with Aston. Aston having a bit of a pickle as well. So Hato just losing it out of turn 1. I think it was side by side with someone and hit the wall on the left. Now this will probably make this race, this safety car will probably make this race a 2-stop race now, because this is a bit early for a 1-stop strategy. I'm pretty sure this will make this 2-stop. AMW sending dive bombs from 6 tens back. Oh, Shellpill held the tiniest bit longer because he had to let cars go through. Still gets out ahead of Roadster. Let's see where everyone comes out at the end. So Darkin only lost 3 spots. He's dropped down to P6 in that double stacking. Knight's onto the soft tire. I don't know about that one. I think Knights is about to find out very quickly that the soft tires on any track is the worst tire in race. Unless you're doing a 3-lap shootout. So everyone has pitted. Eat the dust though. He stayed out on the 6 laps used hard, so he's gonna be a bit of trouble at the restart, but he just has to keep the DRS and he'll be fine. This has brought everyone back into DRS though, so we might have a longer train than 6 cars. Hopefully. We'll see how we go. Everyone caught up to safety cars, so we'll have about 1 more lap of safety car before it's called. As you can see in the background, people trying to get some tire temp into the tires. Nice onto the hard tires, so he's going off those stalls. He's just lost the place to his teammate line, so no harm, no foul to that. AMW though onto the soft tire. I'm not quite sure about that one either. Still got 19 laps to go, boys, and with the soft tire, it's not going to last that long. Unless they're hoping for another safety car. Safety car in this lap for the drive, so it will be green flag for lap 10. So 18 laps to go after they cross the line. As Purple's gonna have to back the field up quite a bit. Gonna have to wait for that safety car to enter the pit line. Trying to get some tire temp. Roadster not doing the same. He's sit there stone and cold waiting for Chill Pill to pull the trigger. everyone else behind though, trying to get some time. As Chill Pill has gone just before they exit the last corner. He's got the jump on Roadster just by a little bit. 7/10 the gap to the Haas driver. As Limitless actually got caught napping on the Ghost Rider. No position changes. So I say that. AMW up the inside of the Knights at turn 1 on that soft tire, so he's going to make quick use of these tires before they start to die out. A 1 second gap already to Broster from Chill Pill. Actually, as I say that, he's brought it down by 2/10. AMW, 3 second penalty as well, so that's the first penalty today. Probably not the last. Limitless is almost out of DRS. We love the desync of the cars going past. Nice. Lap 1 completed. Chill Pill has kept his lead. Zilla's actually dropped out of DRS of the top guys, so he's 1.2 behind now. Probably struggling a bit on these tires, Dark, and pulling a bit further back from Zilla. The yellow flag. No, that is my game being dumb. Rumsey losing out on DRS though. Ghost Rider 3 second penalties for multiple warnings. That would have been into turn 1. Rumsey around the outside. Jetman slowed up a bit too much. Battlecat's got damage now. Well, that's not what you want to see. That would have been a warning for Chill Pill. Bit too much curb. Racer is a lot closer now than he was last lap. And DRS is enabled. So onto this back straight we go. Brett says charging his battery instead. So, I think just missed DRS, but he's able to actually out-drag the people in front to try and get that DRS. Yellow flag. The back, I'm not sure what's happening here. Beat the Dust and AMW gone side by side through turn 13 and 14. Now Knight's down inside at turn 15. Donut, 3 second penalty. That is probably on entry. The corner. Go gets a 3 second penalty as well for multiple ones, but we're seeing the penalties come very fast now. As AMW, I believe. Oh my lord. I believe AMW's tires might have gone off already. Maybe. Up down the back straight. Chill Pill gonna defend the inside from Brewster, side by side into turn 12. Oh, Chill Pill just a bit ahead, shows Brewster the outside of the track. And now it's a top 6 train as it was before the safety car again. As a yellow flag, AMW is in the wall, I think. So Fry in the wall. We're going to lap 13. Chill Pill instantly taking a defensive line into turn 1. MW is retired from the session in the pit lane. Ghost Rider tried to make a move on Broadster, just couldn't quite get it. Oh, just hanging on for dear life with the DRS. Wants to stay in that 3 second of Ghost Rider for the end of the race. I think Battlecat actually was battling with Rumsey. Despite the wing damage, Battlecat's pace hasn't been really affected. Go back to lead battle. Oh, it's Chill Pill, goes a bit wide, he goes on the curb. Brace has to dodge it just a tiny bit. Brace now takes the lead, which he probably didn't want, to be honest. Donut, another 3 second penalty. That man now with a 3 second penalty to his name as well. As Battlecat just losing touch of DRS off Rumsey's. About 3/10 from DRS. He's almost got Deadman out of it. So here comes Chill Pill making a move on Broadster for P1. For the turn 12 braking zone. Zilla making a small mistake with Dark End just waiting. Oh, it's Dark End, huge slide. But rank of opposite lock on that one. Dark End's trying to doing rally cross instead of F1 racing at this point, as he's actually picked up a 3 second penalty in P6. So that's not going to help him that much. But Ghost Rider's actually made a move on Broadster for P2, or Broadster might have gone a bit wide. So now it's Ghost Rider in the P2. Gonna be chasing down Chill Pill, but that gap is very close to a second. 1.1 at the moment. And I don't think Ghost Rider got it at the detection line. Junkyard 3 second penalty. Let's have a look. Did Ghost Rider get... I don't think he did. But Broadster definitely has DRS on Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider's actually closed down to Chill Pill. So I wonder if Ghost Rider's actually running lower wing than most people. 12 laps left of this race. Everyone's down about 8 laps on the hard, so I don't know if people are actually gonna try to one-stop this. Not sure. If people want a two-stop, they pit lap 19. Someone's gone spinning. That's J Cash Mash in the Ferrari. He's in the awkward spot as well. Oh, from P6 all the way down to P15 as Ghost Rider trying to make the move on Chillpill. Yo, what's up, Marty B? How are you doing? Going for a nice, good fight for the lead of the race. Well, not really lead the race. Lead the race fight is between Chillpill and Broadster. It's just Ghost Rider's in the middle of them. I don't know if Ghost Rider can get a pen removed. It might be able to get a pen removed. Like, Broadster all over his rear. Limitless getting a bit sliding on exit of the last corner. So everyone is just follow the leader. If the leader moves to the left, everyone moves to the left. Now I feel like if people want a two-stop, then the pit lap will be next lap, lap 18. You'll stop for new hard. I don't know if we want to though or not. Yes, early safety car happened. Hato had a little spin at turn 1 in DNF, causing a lap, I think it was lap 8 safety car. Lap 8 or 9 safety car, then AMW decided to retire in pit lane after spinning at turn 14. As Eaton the Dust has just picked up a penalty. 3-second penalty. Not really much moving happening in the field. There might be a move for P12 very soon between Junkyard and Prospect there, as Bellocaz actually dropped them out of DRS with that wing damage still. As we go on to lap 18 of 28. Oh my lord, Ghost Rider. That's a huge wheel spin moment for the Williams. Kept it out of the wall. Ghost Rider could get penalty. He went off turn 1 lap 1. Fair enough. I'm gonna assume he got pushed wide on turn 1. That's probably why he can get it removed. 1.4 second gap between Broadster and Chillpill. Come down to 1.3 though. Fluctuating a lot. 1.1. Does it come down? No. Broadster will not have the DRS this lap. Does that mean Ghost Rider can get back past them? Does that mean Ghost Rider wants to get past them? Because it doesn't look like he wants to. As we go into turn 12, Ghost Rider having a little look, doesn't want to do it. Chillpill does left these guys at the moment. The fight amongst us at 1.6, 1.9. Holy. Now it's back to 1.6. Now this is the pit lap if you want to make a two-stop strategy viable. If you pit this lap, you're going to have fresher tires. Does anyone do it? Ghost Rider, 3-second penalty, so one of the pins will get removed, the other one won't. No one's deciding to pit. Oh, actually, we got someone in. Gogo is doing the two-stop strategy. Let's see what tire he goes on. Those fronts look terrible. He is going for the medium compound tire. He's also Battlecat's also into the pit lane. He's gone to the mediums as well. Doesn't repair his wing though. He's kept the same wing on. Yeah, they look like they were in the 60s range. I agree with that one. So if they're in the 60s at lap 19, everyone has to pit again. Let's have a look at the leader's tires though. Doesn't look that bad. Not gonna lie, the leaders... I'm not getting the right buttons. The front runners' tires actually don't look that bad. They could have been stayed side by side with Ghost Rider and Broadster through turn 13. No, Broadster being pushed a little bit wide by the Williams. No harm, no foul. It was within track limit. Still, if it's 50, I think putting for a new tire instead of staying out on the old one would be a smartest choice. You'll make that time back. They can make it and Haas lost 20 laps. Yeah, they lost 20 laps, but in my opinion, yeah, this is my opinion. So, Ghost Rider, he's actually repairing his wing. If he wasn't repairing his wing, he can get back to this lead train. It's the pace advantage over 10 lap hards to 10 lap hards to new hards is insane. Gogo has point out. Gogo has undercut dark end by, if we take out the wing change, 2 seconds that lap. The hards will go to the end. They will just feel very terrible. They'll feel worse. This game is like F1 25 is like a game of chicken with the pit stops. If only 2 people do with the 2 stop, everyone's gonna stay on 1 stop. But if half the grid goes 2 stop, then everyone has to deal with 2 stop. It's like a game of chicken. Well, Chill Pill has a broken DRS from Broadster and has basically checked out of this race. Oh, who's in? Ghost Rider? No, that's Limitless into the pit lane for a new set of the hards. So, yeah, Goga was 3 seconds behind Ghost Rider. He's just done the fast lap on a new set of tires. And he's undercut Limitless, who was in the lead train. At this point, the leaders have to stay out. They can't box or Goga's gonna be leading. But Goga's tires are gonna go off a lot earlier than expected for him. He did pit on lap 19, I believe. At this point, Chillpool needs to nurse his tires. Not push him as hard, or he needs to put a medium tire on if he doesn't think he can make it. I will see. A lot of gaps being formed because of these 2-stop strategies. So Limitless is actually caught up to the back of Junkyard for P9. So everyone's staying out at the moment. The gap to leader from Goga to Chill Pill is about 17.6 seconds. and 20 seconds for Limitless at the moment. So if have a look if they were able to catch that gap down in six. They won't catch all of it down in 6 hours. They'll catch most of it. J-Man fastest on track 35.8, and then J-Cash beats that instantly with 35.1. Limitless goes purple sector 1 already in response to those lap times. You check Donut stream and you don't have a 60% warning yet? Yeah, no, it's more like COTA has the softest tires to use, so even if they not on 60%, the pace difference between a new tire and an old tire on COTA is about 3 seconds a lap. So Limitless 1.2 seconds faster on his best time. He's actually catching Gogo, who's on 2 lap older tires. Let's have a look how much he's brought that gap down. He's brought it down. Jesus, he's brought that gap down by about 2 seconds already. Yeah, the offset on this game, because of the tire wear, is cool. Limitless 34.9 for the fast lap. Junkyard into the pit lane now for a new set of tires. Scotty's in 6 hours because people have been pinned for 2-stop. Scotty's currently stuck in a little DRS train behind Donut. I don't think Scotty minds this one. He can manage his own pace and his tires. I believe Scotty's wear will be a little bit worse because the controller wear on this game is terrible. Yes, so 2-stop need, if you wanted to do a 2-stop strategy, you would have had to have done it at least like 2-3 laps before. Lap 20 is when you had to for a new tire, or you're committed to a 1-stop. I would say Chillpool has not slowed down on those tires. He's extended that gap at he's extended gap out to 4.5 seconds. Yeah, but Gogo almost got it perfect with the lap. I think lap 20 might have been better, but he's basically got it dead on. Limitless probably just wanted an offset to the people that boxed before him. As I said, he's done a 37. What does Darken do behind him? Darken's done a 36, but he's on new hard tires. I don't know what the front runners are doing though. There's Eat My Dust or Eat the Dust is leading a train of 4 cars at the back, all fighting for those last 2 points positions. I think J-Cash has actually got that one of them in the bag. It's just a fight over penalties at the back. Is Ghost Rider gonna make the move on Broadstar? I don't think he will because he's got 6 seconds of pens. He can get 1 removed. I don't know if he can get the others removed. Gogo making moves on this field. He's got past Rumsey already. Does Limitless go down inside? Yes, he does. Limitless down inside at turn 12. And they've wheel locked. Now that is Limitless's race over. Gogo actually got past Scotty at some point. Just missed it as we were watching Limitless and Rumsey wheel locking each other. Let's have a look at... That's telemetry. Let's look at a gap to leader. Gap to leaders actually has not shrunk for Gogo because I believe those tires are now gone off. Or starting to go off. So mediums, I think, are starting to go off for the Sauber driver. And he's also been held up by traffic, so it's going a bit downhill for a Sauber driver. He's trying to pull off the Nico Hulkenberg, but couldn't quite do it. Actually, might be able to get Ghost Rider if he can get past Donut and close that gap down. We'll see what happens though. Onto the back straight we go. DRS enabled, gets the move done into P5. Now Scotty just has to... Actually, I don't think Gogo will get the position because he's also got a 3 second 10. So he can probably get 4th at best. Scotty in a prime position though. No penalties. 2 drivers ahead of him have a penalty. But in a prime position. Chilpill's still... like, he's just keeping the gap the same. Not really changed. I think Broster has stopped pushing. 39 for Chilpill. 38 for Roadster. Let's have a look what Goga does across the line. So Goga is going about a second faster at the moment. So the medium tires are still quicker. I don't know what Dark End did. I couldn't quite see it. Rosberg Bear on the same tires though has done a 37 as well, so the Dust has also got a penalty, as I think he's also had a little spin in the last corner. You think they're on the 50 range? Okay, we'll have a look at Goga's tires when he gets onto the straight. Now let's have a look at these tires. I say he's in the 50 range. Probably like start of the 50s, probably like 51. If I am to guess, because I know from these tires, I did a race here two weeks. Oh wait, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago. Mediums don't last long. I think I took them 11 laps, and then I got rid of them when I was seeing what the best strategy was. Phil is 1 warning away from a penalty. Well, first off, he shouldn't even be pushing the car. He's got a 4.5 second gap. Scotty dropped off the back of Donut a little bit now. I think he's just got back into it. As a better have 3 second penalty. Multiple warnings. As Eat the Dust is put on the soft tire, so he's gonna go and try do the fast lap. Hope that's a new fresh set of sauce, boys. It's not happening. Scotty still in DRS range of Donut, but he's got Dark End right behind him as well. And I think Chillpill has I think Chillpill's eased off on his pushing just a tiny bit. Zilla is trying his hardest to stay in this DRS or this penalty range of Ghost Rider. If he can get it downgrade to a 3 second. So go across the line. 38-0. Let's have a look at Donut. 39-2 is what the older hards did. There's a Darken going around the outside of Scotty at turn 1. Get the move done nice and cleanly, no contact made. Okay, is Ghost Rider gonna attempt to make a move on Broadster down the street to get a bigger gap on Zilla? I think he actually is. And Broadster's defending it. The gap out to 4.2. Broadster hanging around the outside. A little bit of contact between the two. Oh, as Broadster 3-second penalty now for multiple warnings. Oh, interesting. Now Zilla might be a bit intrigued in this one, and he might actually start to push a little bit more, but the race won by one person, and it's Chill Pill across the line who will take first place. Broadster will finish second due to Ghost having another 3-second penalty, so Broadster second. Zilla actually finishing in third place. Goes right down to fourth. Gogo finishes in fifth. Dark in sixth. Actually, make that Limitless in sixth. Dark in seventh. Scotty jumps into eighth. Donut in ninth. You got Prospect there in 10th. And then you got Rumsey in 11th. Battle Cup will come across the line for P12. Then you got Junkyard and KK Mash trying to cross the line. Mash up in the 13th. Junkyard in the 14th. And you got 15th and 9th, Jetman 16th, and Ida Dust 17th. Draycash just left the session, so it's DNF them. I believe he finished behind the Belicat. As we see Chill Pill lifting the first place trophy. Just give me a second to do some stuff. Braces are in a comp block, so we don't need the other ones. I believe there's a no cons box for me. As we see the 5 cars, so Chill Pill will finish his race in first, plus lap 2 Limitless. Goga driver of the day and most overtakes. Says that true strategy, and Zilla also picking up the cleanest driver. Oh, what a race that was. Safety car actually did spice that up quite a bit. I think, in my opinion, I think I'll give Chill Pill driver of the day for that one, for finishing, or was starting low and finishing first. But Limitless, who tried the 2-stop, takes the fast lap, just behind Gogo, who also did the 2-stop. Actually had a very good pace on that 2-stop. I just think the soft or mediums died a bit quick.
So,
hello.
Oh, muted?
Yes, okay. I'm gaining to it.
Oh.
Anyway.
What's happening, lads?
Let's start with Zilla, shall we?
Sure.
Pretty decent race from you, considering you're playing with the DRS a little bit too much, about 9/10 every time I looked at you. But I think might have been a commentator curse for you not to get DRS at that point. But P3 finish overall at the end of that after the safety car. Were you thinking of a 2-stop strategy when the likes of Gogo and Limitless came in? Or were you just
Yeah. I was thinking about it, like when Gogo came in, and I think Limitless Draco came in as well. I was going to come in the next lap if the boys in front pit as well, but I figured that the guys in front of me had maybe more tyre knowledge or engineers and knew what the tyres were going to do and figured they'd last till the end. But yeah, those last like 5 laps were pretty treacherous. I think I finished on like 65% on the rear left on the hards. I was just sliding everywhere. I was literally just trying to stay within 6 seconds of the penalty in front for a podium, so I was just trying not to bin it and made it to the end, thankfully.
Well, you got a little lady luck on your side because Limitless and Romsey did come together. So that
Right.
they could have got you. But that is a P3 finish after starting, I believe it was P4 or P5.
Fifth, I think it was.
So not a bad,
Fourth,
yeah, not bad result from where you started. I don't even know what next week is. Let's have a look.
Happy with that?
Miami.
Oh, it's Miami.
Oh no.
Well, we all know how that one's gonna go.
Hope it was an entertaining race for you to call, mate.
It was indeed. Well, Miami next week. How do you feel for that one? Do you have confidence since the track has been changed?
Okay, that's good.
The slow chicane is a little bit more open.
I haven't raced it.
Oh well.
At all.
That's gonna be entertaining to watch then. Well, congrats on your P3, and we'll see you next week for Miami.
Thank you. Thanks very much. See you guys, and congrats on the other two boys as well.
Yeah.
Now,
Good job.
Now, Broster, the P2 finisher, who decided it was a good idea to pick a penalty up last lap. What happened? You had the pace of Chill Pill, but then you just lost it. Lost it all.
The interesting dive, I think it's from the Williams. I'll give the stewards a good look at that one, but yeah, we lost DRS to is it Chill Pill?
Yeah, Chill Pill.
Yeah, we lost DRS to you, but then somehow we caught back up. The last lap, I was just, I said, fuck it, let's give the stream a bit of a show and have a nice last lap battle. So yeah, it was okay. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but it's always next time. So yeah. Also, qualifying was a bit interesting. Same time. So yeah, lucky to take that one away.
Yeah, that confused. I was kind of interested to see you start pole, and you did start pole for that one. Interesting safety car timing for everyone. I believe Red Bull double stack were actually could have potentially helped you keeping Chill Pill behind for a few laps. But Miami next week, how do you feel for that?
It's gonna be a bit of a new experience. Like COTA, I've never had a league race until now. That was pretty fun, but I think Miami Turn 1 is gonna be pretty interesting. So we'll see how that one goes.
Well, hopefully it's as close a fight as today next week, but we'll see you for Miami then.
Sweet. All right. Well done, Chill Pill on the win.
Cheers, mate. Good fighting as well in the middle of the race.
Bro. Sweet. I'll catch you guys later.
Well, Chill Pill, our race winner, started 7th, I believe, or 6th, and finished. Finished first. With an amazing start offline. I believe you got the P3
Goodness
off.
me.
How was your race start?
Mate, it was terrible, but I will take it. Of course, it's my first win since using No Line, and I'm so happy because I hate this track. And to win it on this track is just, I don't hate the track, but it's just difficult to race with No Line because a lot of blind corners and stuff. But no, mate, I'm so happy. Do you want me to talk you through the race, or?
Well, just give us your thoughts. Were you being told at all what other people were doing with their tires, or were you just solo the whole way?
Nah, I was on my own the whole way. But yeah, I'll just quickly go through. Yeah, like the start was pretty good. Got 3 positions off, and then I wanted to overtake Dark and Shadow as my teammate as soon as possible because I just if there was a safety car, we were right behind each other, so one of us was going to have to suffer, and it was unfortunately Dark and Shadows in the end. But yeah, and then from there, it was just a fight with Broadstar, and I just wanted to keep him behind the whole race, just so there could be a bit of chaos behind, because we could have easily just DRS, helped each other with DRS and create a gap from the rest of the pack, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have some chaos behind, and hopefully, and it did happen, I guess. You know, them and Broadstone Ghost Rider fought, and that just gave me the opportunity to just pull away, and from there it was a smooth operation.
Well, that result takes the fight to Haas and Mercedes as well for constructors. I believe Darken was a reserve as well, so I don't think he wouldn't mind if you did get in front of him. Miami next week. How do you feel for that track? Do you hate it? Do you love it?
So like Zilla, I've never raced there in like league racing before, so I don't know what I'm expecting. But it's like from what I've raced on it, it's all right. It's just there, I guess. Sector 2, yeah, you know that like tight little chicane.
Yes, that has been widened.
That's gonna be interesting for league racing.
It's been widened, so it's possible to do too wide through there now.
All right, okay. I didn't know that, but anyway, yeah, it should be a good race as always, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
From what I'm hearing is that no one has touched Miami, and if that's the case, then next week is going to be interesting. Anyway, thank you for your time, and congrats on P1
No worries.
for this race.
Thank you. Easy. Peace.
Okay, that is us done for Tier 2. Tier 1 tomorrow as well. Same track. Even probably a faster drivers. Or slower. Depends. I feel like I'm a bit slow in this game anyway. Tier 1 tomorrow. A lot of quick people to be in that. I think Campbell Adams will be racing that tomorrow as well. So he'll show us all up and show us exactly how to drive this game fast. But Tier 1 tomorrow, same time, 5 PM Sydney time, and we shall see you all there for Texas.